Well, we're certainly excited to be able to play in the next round. We're playing against a team that we have at least a little bit of familiarity with from last year, playing them in the NCAA tournament. And I think all the talk about Jimmer Fredette and how talented he is and how good of a player he is, and arguably the best player in the country. It's pretty impressive what he has been able to do, certainly coming out of last year and really taking his game and his team to a different level than they were a year ago. And I always have great admiration and respect when somebody can do what he did last year, have the publicity and exposure that he had last year, and then even do it even better this year. But I think the reason that BYU is in the position they're in and have had the year that they've had is because they have a very, very good team. They're a better team than they were a year ago. Jimmer certainly gets a lot of publicity and a lot of exposure, but it's really their whole team. And we realize with him, he's certainly a hard guy to defend and stop, but they also have got some other good players. Jackson is a terrific shooter. Hartstock's a good low post player. Boyo gives them good presence around the basket, but it's really been their whole team collectively. And I don't think that you really get to this point in time in the season like they've gotten to with it just being one guy. And certainly Fredette is a guy that is a huge, huge part of it. But they also have other good players too. So there's a lot for us to get prepared and ready for. We had off yesterday, so I have not really seen our guys. We'll see them today. We'll practice today at 3 o'clock, and it gives us at least 3 pretty solid days to get prepared to play Thursday. Well, I think as it relates to last year, there are certainly, I think, when you watch tape as a coach, and I'm sure as Coach Rose watches us, there are some things that you have philosophies and beliefs, style of play-wise, that you can look at. For both teams, that's probably somewhat the same. You can take different things from the previous game. But as it relates to going forward and playing the game, we could play better than we played last year in the NCAA tournament and still not beat these guys. And our focus needs to be really on this game. They may seen Fredette live at least one time. They know his speed, quickness, and size, and they know our speed, quickness, and size. There's maybe some of those things you can take. But for us to even think about last year, we have our hands filled just worrying about this BYU team this year, because this year they're better than they were a year ago. So that is really the great challenge, because we could play better than we did a year ago and still not beat this team.